Hello, welcome to my makeup tutorial. Using my Tuxedo Sam hair clip, I clip my bangs out of the way. The first step to my makeup routine is primer. I'm using the VDL color correcting primer. I apply 3 dots of primer on my face, one on each cheek and one on the forehead. And I just blend that in using my fingers. I actually got this primer on my last trip to Japan, but I find this primer a bit too drying for my skin type. I actually had to spend extra time blending it in. I think if you have a more oilier skin type, this primer would be perfect for you. The next step is foundation. Here I am using the Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade N20. I put one small pump of foundation on the back of my hand and I apply it using a small metal spatula. Using the spatula helps me apply an even layer of foundation without needing too much product. This method of applying foundation has become my favorite way to apply my base. Every time I use it though, it makes me feel like I'm spreading butter on bread. Then I will blend using a cushion and really beat my face with it. This cushion that I'm using is actually from the Tear Cushion Foundation. This foundation is medium to high coverage and it lasts all day. Just yesterday I used this foundation for when I went to the beach, and my makeup was still intact at the end of the day. For concealer, my holy grail is the Luna Concealer. I use the shade 1.5 in Petal and just dotting that concealer under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, around my nose and mouth, and on the middle of my forehead, and blending it using the same cushion from earlier. I like this concealer so much that I even have 2 more of these for when I run out. I would say this concealer is super high coverage and it covers up my dark circles really well. Not only that, it is easy to blend and long lasting. I find that this concealer rarely creases on me, but it is a bit on the drier side, so if you have a really dry skin type, make sure to moisturize your skin well before applying. To set my base, I use the Can Make Oil Block Mineral Powder in the color Fluffy Mint. Using a powder puff, I tap the excess product on the back of my hand and pat my face to prevent my base from looking too cakey. I believe the powder puff that I'm using is actually from TikTok shop. I got it in a big pack of like 20 and I just use this all the time to set my base. My current brow pencil is the Peripera Speedy Skinny Brow in the shade Grey Brown. I mainly draw the tail end of my brows as they are basically non-existent and blend into the front of my brows using the spoolie at the end. I usually like brow pencils that are really skinny so I can have like a more precise application and make sure that the end of my brows are really pointy. I don't really care about the front of my brows too much because I find that I have a lot more hair at the front, but like no hair at the end of my brows. It's pretty sad, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Next is contour. I use the Can Make shading powder in the shade Moon Grage. I focus on creating shadows on the side of my face and forehead to give the illusion of a smaller face. With a smaller flat brush, I use the same contour for my nose. This is actually my first time ever getting pan on a shading product. Like all my bronzers and other contour powders look like they've never been touched. For a blush, I use the Peripera blush in the shade Yakwa Brown, and I concentrate the color below my eyes, specifically on the outer corners. I been really into blush lately, which is funny because in the past I rarely used it. Back then I thought it made me look really sunburnt. I've been falling back in love with my ABH Modern Renaissance palette, which is well loved as you can see. I take the shade Raw Sienna with a fluffy eyeshadow brush and mainly apply it to the outer corners of my eyes and blending it in towards the inner corner. In my Modern Renaissance palette, I've hit pan on almost every shade. I hope to eventually project pan this whole palette. With the dark brown shade Cypress Umber, I use an angled eyeliner brush to kind of sketch out the base for my eyeliner. I also run that shade on my lower lash line and connecting the bottom line with the wing. I leave a little space on my outer corner lash line to give an illusion of bigger eyes. I find that this is basically my formula for eyeshadow, just like a transition shade in the crease and then a dark eyeshadow to line my eyes and create the wing. Next, I use a smaller angled eyeliner brush with the dusty mauve shade Buon Fresco to accentuate the under eye fat, and with the shade Vermeer on a small flat eyeshadow brush, I highlight the aiguisade and the inner corners. Using that same eyeshadow brush, I take the Cezanne highlighter in the shade Champagne Beige to highlight my nose and brow bone. I also use this highlighter for my cheeks, but I use the brush that comes with the highlighter. For eyeliner, I'm using the Stila liquid eyeliner in black, and since I already sketched out the liner with eyeshadow, it makes it easier to apply liquid liner on top of that. This eyeliner is actually from like a Sephora birthday gift, but I typically use any liquid eyeliner that comes in like a brush or a pen form. But I do like this one because it's super black and super dark and also really long lasting. I've been doing my eyeliner ever since I was in high school, so I kind of already have like a feel for how to do this now, and I usually go for like a upward wing, but sometimes I'll do like a downward wing. I also go in between my lash line to fill in any gaps. To add an extra step to my routine, I use a brown eyeliner from Hero & Make to draw lower lashes. I'm still practicing drawing on lower lashes, so they're not perfect yet, but I find that they make your eye look really doll-like and much more feminine. To finish off the eyes, I apply false lashes. The ones I usually use are from AliExpress. I usually go for any anime or manga style lashes, and I trim the falsies to fit my eyes better. I apply lash glue from Kiss Lashes, and after it dries a little and gets tacky, I place the falsies on top of my natural lashes. If I'm wearing falsies, I usually skip mascara because I don't think that step is necessary. almost done here. I'm lining my lip with a lip liner from Basic in the shade Sand Beige. I also don't typically use lip liner, but I'm trying to get into it, and so far I do like it, but I just keep forgetting to use it. And finally, I'm topping it off with a gloss from Dinto in the shade TikTok. This gloss actually has a little bit of a plumping effect, so when I applied it there's like a little minty or stingy feeling, but it goes away after a few minutes. Finally, I straighten my bangs and the side pieces that frame my face. And that is the completed look. I hope this was helpful for you, and thank you for watching. Till next time!